Okay, number 3. Same thing, we're multiplying. So our first step is to factor everything. So I have negative 20 minus 5x, 30x squared. There's no add or subtract, so that's done. X squared plus 5x and x squared minus 16. So first one, there's a greatest common factor. Negative 20 and negative 5. What should we take out? Whenever there's a leading negative, you want to take it out. So we're going to take out the negative 5. And it's going to be negative 5 out here. And then negative 20 divided by negative 5 is 4. And then that's positive x. And I'm going to rewrite it to x plus 4. Just because that's usually how we see factors, is the x first. Okay, add and subtract. Well, not subtract always, but add. Like 2 plus 3 is the same as 3 plus 2. You can switch their spots. All right, that one's factored. So when we rewrite, I already have the first one done. Negative 5x plus 4 divided by 30x squared times. Okay, this one, there's only 2 terms. When there's only 2 terms, you need to look, do I want to add the 0? That doesn't really help me out. When I factor, it's just 0, 0. Or 5, 0. Maybe it's the 5. It is the 5, 0, and I'll show you why. But it's kind of hard to see. When there's only 2 terms and they each have an x, you're just going to take out the x. So I take out the x, and I'm left with x plus 5. If you would have done it the other way, you would have got x plus 0, x plus 5, which is the same thing. But you wouldn't write x plus 0, right? You just write x. So that one is x plus 5. And then our last one is missing the middle term. But look, 16, it's perfect square. You are going to see this on almost every problem. This is an option every time. But remember, negative 4 and 4 give us that negative 16 and add to 0. So there's our factors. So once everything's factored, we start canceling out. So look across. X plus 4, x plus 4. Yeah. Okay, across this way, I have 1x and 2 x's. So if I cross this one out, there's still 1 left here. And now I can look at individual fractions. So if I look at this fraction, negative 5 over 30. And it's okay if you need to use your calculator. Those both divide by 5, which would leave negative 1/6. Totally okay if you want to type it in though. Okay, so negative 1/6. Then over here, if I'm focusing on this fraction, nothing cancels. So now my numerator is negative 1 x plus 5 over 6x x minus 4. Just everything that's left goes in our answer. So let's type it in. I'm going to try the negative 1. If it marks it wrong, I'll take the 1 out, but I'm wondering if it works. So look at all my parentheses, because now I'm going to divide and put parentheses again. 6x x minus 4 double parentheses. So it took the negative 1, but usually we would just leave a negative in the front. See how it got moved out? But either way, it'll work.